I know some of you guys really, really love this tune, right?
Find myself at your door, just like all those times before. This is the last time.
Going back to what I was saying earlier about, seeing the world as we are, I think that is perhaps a reason why I don't really vibe with this song. Maybe the story it's telling is outside of the realm of my experience, or is that true? I mean, it's not a bad song again, at all. I don't think it's not a skip. There is some, man, yeah, because I don't know what it is about this one that just doesn't get me. Because I'm just thinking of some of the lyrics, they're not too dissimilar from some of my lyrics, Now I don't know. Maybe someday we can make it. Why would you take my heart to go and break it? Was it you being mean or just having fun? I saw you Wednesday, but you didn't want to stay. Found a hair in my bed and threw it all away. Was it you being mean or just having fun? That's from a track that I think is gonna be on my album. But it's a similar realms, isn't it? Of heartbreak and romanticism and getting to the end of your tether and stuff. So I can, I suppose, relate to these kind of things. So I don't know if it's just, I don't know why this one doesn't get me as it gets some of you. What I will say about this one is this album, this song, I think, is more sort of folklore, Evermore kind of vibes, isn't it? And I think not really, well, maybe in production as well, but this song would not feel out of place on those records. So I think what this album is, I know I'm pointing this pencil at you, but this album is a sort of taste of all the things to come, isn't it? Maybe that's why it doesn't have a cohesive sound like some of the other Taylor Swift records, because this is the fourth one, right? We had the debut, Fearless and Speak Now, and then this is what is it? I don't know, Ground Zero in some ways. It's a pivot, isn't it? There's something about this album. She's just, I wonder how much of that was conscious. Probably not a lot, but yeah. So maybe that's why I don't vibe so much with this song. I don't know why I started saying vibe with. I think that's just a new thing today. Let's see if that'll stick. But because I suppose Evermore, I just haven't even revisited Evermore since I reacted to it. Really, I just didn't. I don't know if it was the songs, the feel, or what. Some people, it's many people's favourite record, isn't it? So it'll be interesting when I get to that, how I feel about it again, But I can only think now that it's a style thing, maybe. That kind of music is not what calls to me, or speaks to me most of all.
It's better right before your eyes. I'm making fast.
So is this one gonna go in OK songs, or should I put it there? Bottom of good songs? No, I think I'm going to have to put it at the top of OK songs.
This is the last time I'm asking you last.
So I expect some of you guys that really love this song, it's that phrase, isn't it? You've been in that position, saying those words to somebody. And maybe you had to say that. Maybe it wasn't the last time, That was my suspicion. Anyway, am I right? Am I wrong? This is really interesting, this one, isn't it? Because this is like pop punk, I guess, or something, isn't it? This is baffling, like just the juxtaposition, I suppose, between this and that Live Lounge version. Because I suppose I'm always saying that it's melody that is the basis of great songs, but the melody in this is exactly the same as the Live Lounge version, you know? But I find the melody in this version uninspiring, but when I listen to that Live Lounge version, it's just something else, isn't it, you know? It's just gorgeous. It's maybe slightly slower, do you think, that Live Lounge version? That's another thing, you know, like tempo decides a lot, doesn't it? Even just a few beats different per minute, you know, it can make a big difference. The song I was mentioning that I've been, you know, playing a lot on the synthesizer the last few days, the demo, it was Kissing Someone, though. I put the demo out on my Patreon, if that's where you're watching this. It'll be in the collections of Izzy Plays or whatever the collection is, you know, Kissing Someone That Looks Like Me. And that demo is like, it's an unfinished song, you know, so I've sort of finished the structure, and there was bits we did do a few years ago that just never made it onto that demo before we stopped doing stuff. But anyway, I'm digressing. My point is that demo is at 100 beats per minute, but there was also a couple of exports that we did. My friend Cooper came down to the room we was in. I say my friend, we lived together for years and stuff. Me, him and Richie. He's a sound engineer for Bastille, and he's on tour with like Craig David this week and that. You know, it's wonderful to see how successful he's been. You know, he's a great dude and a great sound engineer. But yeah, he came down to the place we had when we were sort of recording some demos and that, just to hang out. When he was one of the rare occasions he was back in town. Yeah, he came down and suggested that we do it faster, and I was like, oh, I can't be doing with recording all this again. So he knew how to just speed up the whole thing, you know. So if you go too fast, it pulls all the notes out. Although the Beatles did it with Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles, the verses and the choruses, they did different takes, and they're like John liked the verses from one and the choruses from other, but the tempo was wildly different. So they slowed one down and sped the other one up so they would fit together, and that kind of gives it that otherworldly thing because it changes the pitch of things slightly. But yeah, anyway, so Cooper sped it up, I think, from like 100 beats a minute to like 103 and 105. And the version I got used to was like 100 beats per minute, which is what the demo is. But then I was listening to the export of it that was 105 and thinking, oh, maybe they're all right. You know, maybe this does have more sort of bounce to it. But does it lose some of the feels? And then I was playing the song just on my own, not realising how fast I was playing it. And then I tried to play along with the demo. I'm like, God, this feels really, really slow, you know. So you could agonise about those kind of decisions forever, you know. And you just got to make a choice, I suppose, at some point. I'm going to keep it at the 100 beats a minute. I think the sort of slow, swampy vibe works for it, I think.
And the story's got dust on every page, but sometimes I wonder how you think about it now. And I see your face in every crowd, 'cause darling, it was.
It's just amazing, isn't it? How different this song is, even though it's like the same, you know. There's like a gravitas to that other version. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's just so far superior. This is great melody. It's still a really good song, isn't it? But I don't think it's anywhere near that other version.
You were in this room, but I don't wanna dance.
So is it great? I think it's this pop punkiness that is just holding it back from being great. Having said that, I would put it in Izzy's Greats from that Live Lounge version. Yeah, maybe it has to go there. On this version, I think that's the bit that still hits pretty hard, I think, you know. Tonight I'm gonna dance. That section still works really well in this song because the melody's strong, I suppose. I'm going to put it at the top of good songs, I think.
I'm not dancing with you.
But the live lounge version is in great, for sure. This is gorgeous, isn't it, man? I'd forgotten about this one until the other day. I was just walking in the park.
Handwritten note deep in your pocket.
And I always thought, I always want that line to be a little too honest, but that it wouldn't make sense. But
In your pocket.
maybe because pocket and honest maybe rhyme together in my head.
Words, how little they mean when you're a little too late.
Maybe that's why I like that bit so much, that it doesn't go to that rhyme.
Right by the tracks.
This is gorgeous, isn't it, man? This is in my greats. Easy.
Tragic love of fear.
This is the best one on the album, I think, for me. There's just there's something about this song that is just.
We both awake.
Just looking at that list, then I'm like, all too well, man. Should that just drop down to the top of great songs? You know, is it one of my greats? Because it doesn't. Although I appreciate it for what it is, and I've come to really appreciate it more through exploring the different versions. There's something about this, man, that just hook, line, and sinker just gets me. You know. Yeah,
Only bed
I'm gonna do that.
in different cities.
That feels more in keeping with
And time
my feelings, I guess. This is just, whoa, man, so good. What a line that is as well. You've got your demons and they'll look like me. The layers to that line, man. The layers of meaning, of situation, of just this is a blow you out of the water song. And I don't know how I felt about it when I first reacted to it, but this is just something else. I can't believe I'd forgot about it, you know. Or maybe I didn't appreciate it that much the first time round. And it's simple, isn't it, you know, but there's not a lot going on, but just gets in me, you know. I feel it in my whole body. Man, I love this. I love this, man. This is going to be really cool, you know. Songs like this get me excited for going through the albums and ranking stuff like this, I guess, because I had really forgotten about this one. And I do want people ask in the comments, just, you know, what are your top 5, your top 10 songs? And it's always difficult, I suppose, to recall, but this is going to be a fantastic way for me to understand, you know, what those songs are, man. Because this has got to be, if I did a top 10 list, this could be a strong contender. Having said that, there might be, you know, so many that it has to stretch to a top 20 or whatever, but well, we'll see, man, we'll see. This is so cool, so beautiful. Yeah, just it's a special one, that.
New to town with a made-up name.
There are things I like about this one, you know. I don't know if the production lets it down. I feel like there's a live version that I've seen that feels, I don't know, feels better. Like, I like the picture it paints in these verses.
Lucky, but you're so confused 'cause you don't feel pretty.
It's a nice guitar sound as well there.
And all the young things line up to take your place.
It's a fantastic story, isn't it?
Another name goes.
It's a sad song, really, isn't it? So where would it go?
You disappeared.
It's in good songs for sure.
Money and your dignity and got the hell out.
Gonna have to pause it for a minute just so I can think, is it better than Red? You know, 'cause I was trying to remember then, but it's impossible, you know, when one song's playing, isn't it, to even remember how other ones go. Loving you is... I don't know, they're all pretty good, aren't they? I mean, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there for now.
They say you bought a bunch of land somewhere. Lucky one.
Well, let me tell you now, you're the lucky one. That refrain, you know, as much as it's sort of important and integral to the story, I think that's the one bit that doesn't, you know, when the verses are playing for me, those the melody and the story and the emotion in it, I feel it, you know. I mean, I don't know what you could do different, but that's why it probably doesn't hit so much for me. If I liked this lucky one bit, it would probably move up a little bit in my estimation. I don't know. There's just something in me that wants to put it above Red, maybe even above State of Grace. I mean, I'm just nitpicking here. I think just being in the same tier, you know. I think that's yeah. I'm gonna leave it at the end. I'll be there all day moving them around. It's tough, isn't it?
We good to go?
Didn't before.
It's a very Ed Sheeran melody, this, isn't it?
Since 18 hours ago, the screen eyes know you better now.
I wonder if this is is this a song they've written together, I suppose? Is that like Taylor trying to write in the style of Ed, just being influenced by being around him? Because they're on tour at this point, I guess. Did the tour together on the last tour before this album? Is this like an Ed Sheeran line that she's singing? It always reminds me of Muppets Christmas Carol, you know, the ghost of Christmas Present. Come in and know me better, man. Ho, 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 ho. You know, the kind of dude who's a bit like Santa Claus.
All I've seen.
I did record a reaction to this tune for YouTube ages ago, but I just didn't. It didn't really get me, you know. So it was just, I don't know, I didn't have much to say about it, so I never posted it. But again, this is another room of the Taylor Swift house, isn't it? And every album is like a room, but this album,
I just wanna know you.
you know, you can kind of step into all the rooms.
All I know is we said hello.
It does. I think it does very much sound like an Ed Sheeran song, doesn't it? But when you put it against some of those other fantastic songs that he's written, I just feel like this one's a bit lacking, you know, in magic, you know. Well, I'm lacking in something, I don't know. It's just... Yeah, so it's good in my okays.
I just wanna know you better know. I know
Is that unfair? Yeah, it's my opinion, it's my list. I could do what I want, right? Some nice harmonies there. Beach Boys-esque.
It's everything has changed. I said, oh my, what a marvelous tune. It was the best night.
And this is a very different feel again as well, isn't it?
45
This is a most experimental album, I suppose, isn't it? If you look at it like that. Can you look at it like that? Yeah, I guess.
17 and crazy.
As well, like the way the first, 15, 20 seconds of that song, I'm expecting like a dance tune or something a bit more electronic, you know, and it's like, but then it drops back into that country vibe, you know, so I can't remember now how the rest of this goes, but
Oh my, what a marvelous tune.
I would like to have had like a continuation of that feel, you know, with some synthesizers and a drum machine.
Can't remember what song way.
So it kind of feels to me like she obviously wants to dip her toes in all these different styles and sounds, and I think maybe at this point, those first 20 seconds, it's a bit too early for her, or you know, for consciously or unconsciously, she maybe doesn't think she can push herself into that kind of vibe or style too far, you know. So I don't know if that's like a bravery thing or at the time or whatever it was, but obviously she went on to do some great stuff in that kind of realm, you know.
He was trying to skip,
Maybe this isn't the song for it, you know.
saying to me,
Man, as well, I'm just thinking as well, this one might drop into a skip
wouldn't
for me.
this tune. It was the best night, never would forget
Yeah.
how we moved. The whole place
So this was the final track of the
took a deep breath.
proper album, wasn't it?
He didn't like it when I wore high heels.
Let's start this again. So this was the last track, and then there's 3 extra tracks. I know there were some acoustic versions, but I left them off the list because, well, I've already ranked those songs, right? And I know there's a vault tracks. So maybe once I've gone through all the albums, maybe I'll do a ranking of vault tracks. That's probably maybe that's the best way to do it, I think.
But I do.
This is a great start as well. This is a strong one, isn't it?
Well, I can put my headphones on too.
Everything about it is, there's just real beauty in it and emotion.
Walked in
A maturity to it again.
but you got here.
It kind of reminds me of how the Rolling Stones went into sort of country territory with like Beggar's Banquet and stuff.
Out and help me in, and you don't know how nice that is.
Yeah, this is a great one.
You say you never met one girl who, and you told
And there could be my great songs, you know. These 5 could be in any order, really, I think.
I do.
So I'm not going to mess with it.
And I almost brought him up, but
You know, on some of the other songs, I guess I've said, like, as a negative thing that the song doesn't surprise me. But this one doesn't surprise me. But I love it anyway, you know. It makes me feel something. So I don't know what it is about those other ones that maybe I just don't find what's going on that interesting. Maybe that's what it is.
you stopped.
I'll take this back a little bit. But this just as emotion and I don't know, just
Watches
but this is one of those songs that makes me forget myself.
for the
I think I'll have to move it up.
on a Wednesday in a cafe. I watched it begin again. I watched it begin again.
Yeah, I really like that one, man. I think when I've gone through all the albums, I'm just going to take, you know, the great songs and the easiest greats that I've chosen from all the albums and compare them maybe in more detail, you know.
You should have been there.
And this is another one that she's experimenting with sound here, isn't she? And style. And maybe like she's obviously got the inclination or the interest to pursue these avenues of sound and style, which is wonderful. And I mean, I get why this is a bonus track, I suppose, because this is just sort of testing the water into those rooms, into those areas. But the song isn't quite there, I think, you know. I like how it goes from small and quiet to big, and it's trying to be this big sort of, is it trying to be like big and euphoric? I'm not really sure what it's trying to do. But I think she does this on future albums far better, you know, fantastically. Not to say that this is like terrible or anything, it's not. It's pretty good still, isn't it? But
You said you
I'm tempted to move it to the skips, because now I'm kind of waiting for it just to be over, you know.
What do you say when you
It's an exploration, I suppose, for me. That's what I think of this song. It's an exploration of
didn't show?
it's a stretching of that. I don't know. I've already explained what I think about it, right? Okay, well, so far, I'm going to put this one just for the last time.
Beginning rush, the feeling you can know so much.
It's a little bit generic for this one, is it? I don't know. It's another sort of painting by numbers, you know what I mean? I think anybody could have written this. Well, not anybody, but you know what I mean?
Come back, be here.
This is a good one, isn't it, man?
No one's exception. While she waits up.
It's interesting for me to think about. I like the subject matter of this, you know. I like the story that she's telling. Okay, well, it's not a nice story, is it? So I like that she is telling this story, I suppose. I like that she's telling this story, but musically, emotionally, is it doing it for me?
You chase down the newest thing and take for granted what you.
I think this is going to be a skip as well, believe it or not. Wow. I didn't expect so many skips on this album.
And yeah, I might go.
It's not to say they're bad songs, like I said. That's why I just said skips.
Like
Doesn't mean they're
your phone.
there are like little bits of melody that from this song that I think she maybe reuses later on in other songs and expands on them, you know, which is pretty interesting to hear. I see you. What does that remind me of? Which song am I thinking of there? But then the other bit reminds me of Red, you know, and it works. That sort of jittery vocalness works really well in Red, and not so much here. So I kind of see why it was a bonus track, I guess. So that's like all three of those bonus tracks are skips for me, aren't they? So when you remove those three.
Just like her.
Yeah, so that's me ranking all of the songs on Red. Oh, I enjoyed that, man. I really did enjoy that. It was fun, man. I hope you enjoyed it too.